had these dreams and desires, I would be something better. Energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging. Feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit. To the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch. I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit. Hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss. I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it. Cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent. Cause I'm so close, I could taste it. Wanted away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest, and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I will prepare. Very good. Top that you must be there. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, that you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, that you must be rare. Got 'em like I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, that you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I vow, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. DIY from the basement, I'll take my life into my own hands. My own plan, yeah, I got a backbone, designing my own program. I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. One shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, that you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Yeah, I'm on.
Oh man, I've missed that intro quite a bit.
Yeah, the intro is awesome. Absolutely rocking out to it.
Yeah, 2 months has been way too long for me. Like I spent way too much time on that thing, and I don't know what's been up with me. That's why I needed some assistance to for the stream tonight. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
We don't know what we're doing? That's
No, I
right.
have
Fake
no
it till you
freaking
make it.
idea.
We
Oh.
never know what we're doing.
That's what the wife said when I started meeting her. Just fake it. I'm not going to know the difference.
Yeah, I can see that, and that kind of does make sense. But it's good to be here, and thank you for inviting me, Ronan. I hope you're doing good on this hot as balls Saturday, and I can claim that because it is hot as balls where we're at. So
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but it's above 90 with about 60-70% humidity around me.
oof.
I wish.
Yeah, I'm bitching
Ugh.
about 92 degrees, but where I live, it's bone dry. So
Yeah.
adding the humanities to it is gonna drive it over the edge and just make it that much worse. So
Yeah,
I mean-
the southern
I mean-
heat ain't no joke.
no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean it had. I mean, okay, so a couple of days ago it was definitely hot as F, but the last 2 days it's been around 59. Just that's decent. But
Now,
Are we talking
100%.
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
now I'm
that's
talking
what I was about to ask, because you're not in freedom units over there.
No, I'm using Fahrenheit because I know that you all don't.
Freedom units. Imperial. The imperial system is freedom units.
Freedom.
But it's been 100% humidity, and I'm in a roof apartment, so I have roof on 3 sides of my apartment. So
Oh, so you're
It's
just
nasty.
catching the sun all
Yeah.
day long.
it's nasty.
Ugh.
Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't sound overly pleasant.
It looks like we have people in the chat. I think we all know Kathy.
Hello, Kathleen.
Hey,
Got to thank Clifton for dragging her here. And of course, there's Anna.
Hi, Anna.
hey.
Hope she's about to get some schooling in the anime persuasion.
Yes. Yes. The anime. Oh Lord, the anime. so much to talk about, but let's
I
go ahead and
know.
get to it. Wherever you want to begin.
Well, I did. Yeah, how do I use StreamYard again?
Very carefully.
What do you need to do?
How do I share screens?
Click
Down
on
on the
present,
bottom. Yep.
Share screen. It's easier to share a Chrome tab if you're going to be doing audio. If you're not, then you can do window or entire screen, but just be careful what you show. Ah, yes. This is a good one.
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted to start with this because this feels like this is the biggest thing to happen in at least the last week in anime. Like, I love covering anime news because it just seems like there's always something going on.
And something good to talk about sometimes, most
Yeah.
of the times.
Oh,
And
I know.
with as much as going on in anime, how many different series a season, it is nice to. It is easy to cover. So yeah, there literally is something going on all the time.
Yeah, and I'm excited about this. I'm skeptical, and I'm very curious at what a modern audience is going to, or how they're going to take Ranma. But I'm still excited for it because it is a fun series to watch, even though that I'm not the biggest Rumiko fan. I like starting your series, but I never seem to finish them. Not in a timely manner, at least.
Well, you need to do the newer series of Urusei Yatsura. It just finished. 55 episodes, and it was so good and so much fun, but that's a side story. But yes, this is a good one.
Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. The original Ranma and a half, it didn't actually finish.
The anime, no. Manga, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about the anime because I loved the anime, but I do remember having that feeling of I was kind of disappointed because it just kind of stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. I know they did some OAVs later on, which I couldn't tell if they were continuing with the story or just redoing some or rehashing some old story or plot points from the anime.
But here I've heard they're talking about actually finishing it, right?
Yeah, I hope they do. I really hope they finish it because right now it's just a rumor. Like there's supposed to be an announcement on the 17th of July, which will be the official announcement. And apparently some people have done some deep dives into Twitter or X and found that there is a unactivated account as of yet for the official Ranma 1/2 X page.
Ooh.
At least that's the rumor now. That's some of the stuff that I've been seeing going around. But yeah, I just wanted to, highlight this and get y'all's takes on it. And if y'all are excited for it, I'm excited for it. Like Ranma is a fun series, weekly series, and if it was even if it gets handled even half as well as Urusei Yatsura has been handled, then I could see it being a very fun anime to watch when it comes out, for each core that it comes out on.
I think it probably will, because I did like the original. Now, if they stick to what it's supposed to be, not turn it into modern audiences, which, if you really think about it, you would think that modern audiences would kind of like this as well,
Oh yeah,
because it is the Switch thing going back and forth.
in my original dive into this show, there were quite a few people closer-ish to my age bracket and probably closer to Clifton's age bracket who credited this show as helping them through their formative years and their struggle with the G dysphoria. And then whatever they chose to do as an adult, that's their business at that point. But you're right. There's a lot of things in this that are absolutely not for kids, absolutely not for a modern audience. And it's precisely the fact of how Ranma Saotome feel. Ranma, let's see, hold on, it's been a while since I've heard the Ranma Saotome. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
How they end up in these predicaments. That's one of the weird things, too. It absolutely lambasts everything Chinese, specifically Mao Zedong. 3, how Ranma doesn't like what's going on with him, but not afraid to use that side of it to get what he wants. So you got, selfish pigs aspect of things and everything else. So I don't know how the modern audience is going to quote unquote handle this, nor do I really care. If they stick to the story, it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. They don't need to tell every single story that Rumiko had. What they need to do is all the stuff that they did before, get the best of, because there's some stuff that's really funny and really great. Some of it that was like, get through the story and just finish it. Get to the conclusion that we know that eventually happens, which takes forever for them to get there, but they need to finish it. And if they do that, I'll be perfectly fine with it. They don't have to change the time of when this happens. They don't have to do much of anything to it other than just make it. So that's going to be the question is, what are they going to do? And I do need to step away for just a second. I actually had a phone call come in on the business line that I need to call back and see what's going on. So be right back.
Oh, go right ahead. Yeah, I mean, Brandon's right. There's a lot that I think we can you can watch this show for, and I'm really hoping that they do finish it, because I didn't even know that it wasn't finished, because the way that this show runs it's very much a slice of life, a kind of weekly special with maybe a cross or a two-parter episode here and there to where they make sense. It does have an overarching story, but for the most part, you don't get a lot of storytelling except like maybe every 4th or 5th episode.
Yeah.
And that is actually just Rumiko's way of telling a story. Most of her mangas or animes are done in slice of life, and she adds, I don't know if I would call it detail in with those stories, because I don't really see that as detail, but there's a lot of things that she likes to explore with each and every one of her characters, and it just always tends to be this kind of will he, won't she type of story. Because I mean, we have this with Ranma and Akane, then Inuyasha, and oh wow, I forgot her name. Kikyo. No, not Kikyo.
No, well, Kikyo was the original. Yeah, the
Kagome. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had like 3 or 4 there. Which cool thing about it is that I believe it was all the cast that was in Rama came back to do counterparts, or what could be considered counterparts in Inuyasha. Like you had the voice of Ranma doing Inuyasha, the voice of Akane doing Kigome and Kikyo, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a nice little nod to the older series. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for some updated animation because anime has come so far since the 80s and the 90s that it is getting harder, I think, when you get into watching newer shows to go back and watch shows from the 90s and the 80s, especially ones that weren't there wasn't as much effort put into those shows as some of the bigger names.
I don't know. I'm an absolute fan of Inuyasha.
Right.
I thought that was one of the, for me, that's one of the greatest animes out there.
It's
I don't see that it doesn't hold up.
Night of the Living Cat.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I like Inuyasha. Like, that was one of my go-to shows to watch at night when it was on Adult Swim.
Mm.
It had a really good, interesting story, but my thing is that I feel it went on too long, and that the plot just kept recycling. Like, they'd spend the whole season searching for Naraku. They'd do a couple fights. Inuyasha would get some kind of new power up for his sword, and then they'd find Naraku, fight him, and then he'd get away, and that'd be the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And that was every season, and I think that went for 7 or 8 seasons, maybe, and before we got to final act.
It went on for a little bit, but and yeah, I do agree with you. Like, that's basically what it was, but also, like you said, Ranma is a huge part of it, is slice of life. The same thing goes for Inuyasha.
Oh yeah.
And just seeing the characters interact, and yeah,
it's Rama to me is actually funny that Rama is both the male protagonist and the female protagonist. Kagome takes a back seat when there is a female Ranma story going on.
Mhm.
And it's almost like they're more sisters or best friends in a lot of the episodes than supposed to be betrothed or in a relationship. It doesn't come through as much as that. Like, their relationship is very much that what would you say, about 12, 13-year-old type of relationship, where it's like, I like him, but I don't want to tell him that I like him.
yeah, yeah.
And
It's definitely-
they're more baser personalities show through than the romance side of it.
Yep.
But
I agree.
yeah, I think that's enough talking about that. I just wanted to bring it up. I think this is really good, fun news, and I'm hoping for the best for it. I really, really am.
Yeah. No, I'm rooting for him.
Let's see. I actually have clips using StreamYards, but I don't know which one to use. Let's do this one.
It's about a brother and a sister that fuck.
Oh shit. Okay, I wasn't
Uh,
expecting that. Oh,
I don't hold back with the clips.
damn.
Positivity of not being monetized. I don't give a shit.
True, true, I guess.
So, current or ending of the anime season at Making
Yeah.
Anna Laugh. That works. Immortal Rising comic book. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, welcome.
So, current season, Clifton, what did you get up to this season? We'll find anime that
current
you
se-
watched.
So, I mean, let me think. Just because I get stuff mixed up, and it is almost midnight here, so we
Yes,
did
and I do
carry over.
appreciate
We
you.
did carry over with Fearin, right? Like there was still.
Um,
Was that still in
no,
the spring?
Frieren ended in the winter season.
Oh, was that a fall winter one?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
fall to winter.
Okay. Then, so honestly, this season I thought was a little slower. There wasn't quite as much that I picked out to watch. I also decided to wait to binge. Like right there, Konosuba. I'm waiting until it's all out and then I'm binging it.
Okay.
Um,
Now, let me ask, because I'm pretty sure I watched at least the first season of Konosuba, but I do not get I guess, the appeal of it. And I don't know if that's just me being salty about the show and the way people talk about it or whatever, but I don't know. I don't see its appeal. And I'm curious. Like I really want to know.
I
Like
mean,
what is it that you like about it?
it's so I'll just right. 99% of the time I choose an anime, it's because I like the women in it, the visual. So, that's basically it. And I started watching it. It's by no means is it a great anime, but it does have a lot of that fan service, and I'm juvenile and I like to laugh at stupid shit.
Right.
um and there is a lot of stupid shit in this. Like the main protagonist, he's like nothing special, and the way he even died to be isekai was just, it's ridiculous, which is a little bit of a, it's a different twist than what we usually get. Like usually they're actually doing something heroic, and he jumped in front of a tractor and the girl was never in any harm, and he never got hit by the tractor. He died of being scared. um the goddess, he decides to take her along because he has the choice, take anything that you want, super weapon or super cheat skill or whatever, and she's teasing him the entire time. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna choose you, you're coming with me. And she's useless, stupid as can be, and all the companions, they just have their own quirks, and it's funny. Yeah, it's fan servicey. That's basically it. Although I do have to say, Megumi in it, the mage in red, totally sweet. She's a fun character to watch.
Oh yeah. I mean, heck, she got her own spin-off series
That's
that was
very true.
just about her.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, if you're asking me to try to convince you to watch it other than fan service, no.
Tell me what the fandom appeal is. That's what I want to know.
No, it truly is just the fan service and the gags that are in it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can see that. I'm getting better about just what, like, watching things that don't have to have a deep story but are just fun
Mhm.
to watch. But
I
yeah,
mean,
I guess
there are more shows this season that I've done that with. Um, if it come, I don't know when Brandon has it planned to come out, but he asked his members to, if they want to review a show or something that he hasn't necessarily watched. I did a 9-minute video on level 2 cheat skill.
oh really?
Yeah.
Where is
It's
that at?
and it's really like it's nothing. There
Because
it is.
that was a season
One up.
2.
No. Level 2 cheat skill was the first season right there.
Oh, this was the first season?
Yep.
Oh, this was the second season.
Nope, it's the first season. And I have to be like it. The premise, like the way they set it up, I thought was actually pretty good. The first couple of episodes, actually awesome, decent. I thought it would be great. It really fell off story wise. Like, I mean, he's super powered, and the story itself doesn't really have a progression. I mean, I guess if you're watching it for the relationship between the wolf girl and the main character,
Wait, what?
sure.
What?
What? We're talking about H Cup Girl.
Oh, the H cups. I'm sorry about that. I got another person to rent a unit, so that's good.
Nice.
Nice. Brandon making
Woohoo.
bank.
I wish. Well, eventually we'll get there. Eventually, the whole goal is to have our storage unit business be our business, so that way we don't have to do. That way, I don't have to work for someone else and be at their mercy and all that other bullshit. So, but that's eventually. But yeah, you got some super cheap powers here and other things. So continue on.
But yeah, no, like you can compare this to Shield Hero. Like
Really?
this guy gets summoned with another dude into this world. He's basically outcast because he's not strong. His level 1 is like he's a merchant in his own world, right? So he doesn't
Right.
have great stats or anything. And the other guy that they summoned, he has level 99 and 999 on everything, right? So they're like all over him, right? And this guy just gets cast aside. They can't send him back, but instead, they're like, well, we made a mistake here. We're going to send you off to the forest where the Dark Army is with a bag full of stuff that will attract monsters. And the sword that we're giving you, after a couple of slices, it's just going to break apart.
Huh.
So it's like, you go and die. But he levels up to level 2 and has infinite power. So yeah, he's overpowered, but I was like, most isekai characters get pretty overpowered. And just the only reason I've really stuck to it is because of Fenrin, the wolf girl. She's absolutely lovely.
マリオ、私は君のためなら死ねる。
That's why you stuck with it, Clifton.
Not sure I want to answer now.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I don't need access to clips. I really don't.
But yeah. So I mean, that's really she's totally cute, like unbelievably cute. And I mean, as I said earlier, doing my research, I found out that she has H cup.
Wow. See, I skipped this one because I don't know, the fantasy thing or the fantasy worlds just don't always click with me.
Yeah.
So I will tend to skip them. What else caused it? Romance.
There are
I
too
have
many
not
other
had-
shows like this. That's the problem.
Yeah. If I see fantasy and romance, that's just like two red flags for me, and I'm like, I'm probably not going to enjoy this, so I'd just rather find something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one that I skipped on too. And actually, how many shows? I didn't have too many shows this current season. Let me see here.
But yeah, I mean, again, this show, it's not great. I don't hate it. It's, you can watch it if you have time for it. But I would say that Fenris is a contender for best girl this season.
Oh yeah, she looks adorable. And speaking of this current season, I did pull up my list. I did add this at the last minute based on Cliff's recommendation. I'm going to start buzzing through it and see how it is. Including it was 13 shows that I had. And out of the 13, I have dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shows. One of them I dropped on the last episode because the last episode was absolutely stupid. One I dropped and picked back up, and I shouldn't have picked it back up because it didn't get any better.
Same.
And even though Go Go Loser Ranger and The Fable are pretty good, I've made a conscious decision that if it gets picked up by the Rat Bastard, I'm not watching it. I'm not even gonna go put on my straw hat to get it. It's not worth it. So, got to take a stand. And then the last one, High Speed Etole. The racing was awesome. The character designs and the story was trash. So. Oh, and then there was TP Bond. I didn't even start it, but yeah, there were. As this season was the returning, and as far as Sandland goes, I've got the same problem with it. It's on the Rat Bastard network, so I'm not watching it, but I will play the game, and I have enjoyed the game so far, even though I'm still at the beginning of it. And holy crap, I got another call coming in. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah.
All right.
How
Did
about
you
you?
have? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. How about you? You haven't talked about what you've watched.
Oh, so freaking much. I won't talk about my favorite just yet, but I will talk about a surprising one that was so. I'm not caught up on it, but I like watching it because I
Mhm.
love the mystery aspect of it. And you want to talk about H cups. Like this girl guy. Wait, I don't know my alphabet. What's above H?
It's too late for me to think. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
I. Probably I cups. I see her cups. Actually, let me see if I can find the intro, and I will tell you, or it will tell you everything that you need to know of why this this anime needs to be watched. But it's been a pretty fun show to watch, like just with the mystery and some of the lore behind the show.
Yeah.
Just kind of delving into Japanese lore, and what was it? It's kind of like I forget the mystery show little that had the little girl that was exercising spirits. It's got that kind of same vibe to it, and I love getting at least maybe one of these a season.
What show is this?
A Mysterious Disappearance.
Oh, yeah.
Telling Cliff that the opening will tell you everything that you need to know about this show and why you need to watch it.
Is it new this season?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say I went through and created my summer watch list, but it's pretty sparse. What was the name of this one again?
Mysterious Disappearance. I'll put the link in the prep, or not the print link, but the spelling and everything.
Wait, this is summer or this is spring?
This was spring.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't even remember what the hell this one was. Continue.
But yeah, there's a reason this show is very good.
Yeah. No
Was-
shortage
was-
of the H cups there.
Yeah, was that censored just for YouTube or?
No, this is the opening. That like it's intentional to be provocative.
Okay.
But like the first episode's really interesting because the girl here is the main character to the show. And she's a young prodigy writer that has now aged up. I think she was turns 32 in the first episode.
Okay.
And she starts to feel very trapped in her life, and like most people at that age start to feel like they haven't accomplished as much as they should have, especially considering that she was the prodigy that she was, but now she's just seen as another writer and not a great one, and she's gotten writer's block from that. But she
Interesting.
finds a book that actually is some kind of ancient spell book, and she happens across a spell, and just a bunch of hijinks happen that makes her younger in the first episode. But it does it shrinks her body down, but she still has all the mass and the organs of what a 32-year-old would have. So she's actually dying, like she's bleeding from her eyes and her ears, and she's basically about to die before the other male protagonist comes and saves her.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But it's been a pretty good watch, I would say.
Like up to that point, I wanted to say Castle X Demons, but yeah, no, that sounds dark.
Oh, it is. And it gets darker as each and every episode goes along. And it, like I said, it's been a fun watch. I'm actually surprised neither of y'all picked that up.
I don't remember what it was about it that turned me off to it. 'Cause it's got one of the magic words in there, but I'm okay. I'm gonna say this season I've had more than enough that I needed to do, and stuff that I'm still missing, like Demon Slayer. I still got to get through the Mugen train before I can move on to the rest of it.
Oh yeah.
And I'll say this: if a show doesn't have dubs, to 99%, you can probably guess I won't pick it up immediately.
Oh, yeah, we know.
I
We know.
I know. But there was a very surprising show for me this season. God's Game We Play.
Oh,
That
so
one,
you're still
like,
watching that.
Yeah, I picked it up. I'm surprised by how much I like it, and the opener to it is awesome. Like, it's one of the best out there.
See, I started it and I gave it my 3 episodes, and I actually don't remember why I dropped it. But it just, if I remember right, it felt like it wasn't really going anywhere for me.
It takes a bit. It ended, I believe. I think we had the last episode of it. No, second to last. It's going to end before that the story ends. So it's either getting a season 2 or it's done there. I'm not entirely sure yet. I haven't looked it up if they're planning anything. I hope they do continue it because I do want the story to finish.
Okay.
But basically, they live in a world where gods are bored to shit, right? So they create games to have the humans play in. Now, they basically summoned into this game world then, and if they die there, nothing happens to them, but they have they can fail 3 times, and then they can never go back to play another game. And once they reach 10 wins, they have like a wish free, like they can wish for anything or something like that. And the redhead right there, she is a goddess that went down to Earth with her real body and can't get back to heaven, basically. And yeah, they don't really want her down on Earth because she's kind of fiery. And like, all right, so how can we get her back? Let's team her up with one of the best players and try to get those 10 wins. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just games. You know, there's nothing major to the story, the outline of it at least. But watching the games unfold and the twists and turns in those games, that's kind of fun.
That's so kind of
again, the
kind of
opener,
similar to some of the suggested watch list. Although, don't watch Liar Liar.
That was awful.
That I wanted that to be so much better.
Yeah. But the opener to it is I could listen to it all day long.
That good.
Yeah.
What say you, Brandon? What has caught your eye this season?
Now, this past season, I've got the usual, my Mushoku Tensei, Kaiju number 8, Spice and Wolf. If I had to say a show that should get another season but probably won't, well, there's two of them. An Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride. That one was just funny.
Yes.
And
Oh,
yeah, I enjoyed that.
I was liking this up until everything that this show was based off on was basically finished after episode 4 or 5. Whenever she got the collar taken off and everything was done, I was
Except it wasn't
done
done.
with this.
It wasn't done.
She puts it back on, kind of like Raftalia with her.
Yeah, but
I-
the whole reason was that he was searching for that collar, and now it's a thing of choice, not a
Not a mandatory
goal
Yeah.
to work towards.
Yeah.
Well, I liked how it went through. I liked how it ended. He built his he's got his kingdom started, and I want more, but I doubt it's going to get more. So if I really want to know what's going to happen, I'll have to go read the manga, which is fine, but I want another season. And the other one that I'd liked, but it has a pretty definitive end, even though the manga itself isn't finished, is Grandpa and Grandma Turn Young Again. This one was a tearjerker. Holy shit. It was so cute. It was so good. And the premise or the idea of it is very Japanese. Let's just put it that way. And I was there for it. I enjoyed it all. Yeah. And actually, this thing says the manga is finished now. It's only got the 11 episodes and it's done. And it's pretty. They put a final. Let's put it this way: they finalized the show. It won't get another season, even though I wish that they would do another season, because there's still so many things that I don't think that we saw that we could have seen that was in the manga. So.
Okay.
So is he typical isekai affair, or is
No. No, what? Go ahead and pause it real quick. So, here's what the deal is. You got Grandpa and Grandma. They're apple orchard farmers. And there was a tree that they planted when they were first married over 50 years ago that produced a golden apple. Well, they pulled it down. They both took a bite of it, went to bed the night, and when they woke up, they were in their 30-year-old bodies, basically. They were in their youthful, at its peak body. Even though they still had the ability, they retained all their experiences being older and all their quirks as being older, and everyone sees them as the younger person. And there comes a mechanic into play where they are able to, during their sleep, if they have a dream, they can revert back to their older state in order to travel or do something. And just a whole bunch of little things that happen to them throughout throughout the rest of their life. And it was very touching. For me, it's easily a B plus tier type of show. This is the type of stuff that I do like. It was very funny, very family orientated. It is romantic, but it's not the pervy romantic. It's the genuine traditional romantic type setup, and I loved it. I really did like it. So yeah, that's scroll down just a bit. So yeah, Ji-san and Ba-san. So grandma and grandpa. Wakigeru. So I'll have to see if I can find the manga for it and see if I can get it, because I did really like it. It was really fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I passed this up because it just didn't seem like it was not in my wheelhouse of something that I would typically watch.
And that's why I think you should watch it. Precisely because of that. As I said, there have been several shows over the past few seasons that have had a similar formula for the scenes. Each of the scenes that they do are only maybe 2 to 3 minutes long, and they're cutscene comedic quirks, and then they move on to the next one, and until the end of the show, they tie it all together in some ways. So as I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was cute, and you need a little something to wash away all the blood and guts and the opie every now and then.
Speaking of that, let's take a quick commercial break.
This ain't no Mickey Mouse. This ain't no Looney Tunes. This is anime.
Yes, it is. Isn't that the old Sci-Fi Channel commercial?
I believe so. Yes, I've had that clip for so long I forgot what it was. Pettis, howdy.
That's good, Pat.
Question: did either of y'all watch Seventh Prince?
I'm watching it. I'm not finished with it yet because you know why. I honestly, I like part of it. I hate parts of it as well.
Yeah, we've had other shows like this, very similar to it, that ended up getting the first rule created. Even though I don't think this one violates that rule, there's just there's too many other shows like this, and they all drive me crazy. So no, I said I'm not even going to touch it. I'm not gonna mess around with it.
I'll be honest. The Prince, how his character is and everything surrounding it, it's kind of weird. Like,
oh yeah,
it definitely gets to the border of no, just no, don't.
Yeah,
but then you have the maid.
Yeah, and then you get the assassin girl that comes in close to the middle of the series, and it's like, oh, this is really pushing things.
Yeah, it doesn't go over the edge.
It doesn't,
but it does make me feel like no, maybe I shouldn't like this.
I will say that, like I was saying
Lord,
earlier,
it is Baby does that. Nope, this is an absolute no.
So I have enjoyed it not because of the story, but because of the absolute kind of spectacle that it is. And that's the animation in this is phenomenal. And
yes.
I love just watching all the lights. It's like when you go to the 4th of July and you're watching all the lights, pop off in the night sky. This does that just about every episode, and it looks good and it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the whole Prince and how he's dressed and how he gets drawn and acts. It's like, oh man, this is pushing it. Like,
Yeah.
there were a lot of times that I was like, I might drop this if they do this one thing, and they never went too far with it. In fact, a lot of the times they made reasonings for why they weren't going to, and they even called it out that, oh, that's weird, you know.
Yeah. But man, I watched the demon fight, the maid with the demon.
Oh yeah,
That was an
fun.
awesome fight.
Have you gotten to the end of it yet? Because that final fight is really good. Like, and it's already been announced that this is getting a second season.
Oh my word!
I have one more episode on it. No,
Okay.
wait, two more. I have two more.
Yeah,
Two more
this was
episodes
one
to
I
catch
was very excited to watch
Mm.
on a weekly basis.
Wow. Yeah, I just removed that from all recognition and memory from my thing, so I'm okay without that one. The animation did look good, but no. And of course, Kaiju number 8. I need to watch today's episode. So
I thought it didn't have an episode today. I
No,
thought
it
the
did.
last
It did.
11 and 12 episodes were being held off for a month.
no, not
Oh.
that I saw. At least not what AnyList was saying. Let me,
Because
yeah, they said they had an episode today.
I mean, I you know,
Shit.
any wave, it didn't show up there.
Okay, that's what I was just checking, and yeah, it, like, Saturday is light.
Although,
Yeah,
hold
they've
on.
got it. Episode
Okay.
11.
Yeah,
11
no,
is there. Okay.
Okay, so then they're just holding off on the dub because the dub and the sub came out at the same time.
Yeah, there was a delay in the dub for some reason. So
Okay.
Okay.
no
Yeah,
delay
it-
for me.
All right.
I could did either of y'all figure out how to watch it on X?
No, I didn't even try.
I
gave
forgot
up.
that that's the one. I forgot
Like
that that's the one,
three
yeah.
episodes I tried watching on X, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. Like, it was not easy. And I was like, fuck it, I'll watch it where I would normally watch anime from.
Yep. Yep.
And I got to do something for Pat since he showed up.
Hello and welcome to Buns of Steel 2000.
Buns of Steel.
Like I said, I shouldn't have access to clips and all the anime. But yeah, I'm so happy Kaiju turned out the way that it did. The last 3 mangas that I had started reading, and there was animes for, I've been very disappointed with. I just it's either been like Chainsaw Man, where they just, it wasn't impressive, which is crazy that came out 2 years ago, and people are now starting to say that Chainsaw Man was an amazing anime.
Yeah,
Like,
bullshit.
where were y'all 2 years ago?
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
And,
But you're right. It's hard to believe it's already been that long that show came out. So
right, it feels like we were just talking about it the other day.
it really does.
But yeah, I've been very happy with this. Like, the pacing has been good. The story, I still wish there was more story to it, but this is just one of those watch pretty things and watch big things get destroyed type of animes. I'm okay with
Only
that.
for a part.
Yeah.
I say the story is very good. I don't think there's been anything quite like it. So
Well, it's just like with the manga, I wish they were working towards some point of finding out how Kafka, which I should probably put this up. Well, spoilers. Kafka turned into a kaiju, and either how to change him back, or possibly even how to change other people into kaiju that keep their senses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
We might
I think
find
I got
out.
up-
Yeah.
yeah, I
We'll
think I
see.
got up to like chapter 70 or 80, which this is going to end way before that. That'll probably be the entirety of season 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, that they never like. I'm not going to spoil 11:8 for you, but it never gets to that point.
We've, as I said, it might just not be there yet. That's the whole thing. That's the problem with something that's still being created. You just
I mean, have we
Yeah.
found the One Piece yet?
I'm not even going to start on that rant, Cliff.
Yeah, we're still one piece-less. And I hate to have to say that I gotta go, but I do have to boogie. I do have to go unlock a unit here in a bit. And let me just touch on this real quick. Next season, I've only got 8 shows that I'm doing. Only 8. And let me actually get my list pulled up here, get it shared with you. Let's see. There we go. If you'll pop it up on the screen there. There we go. Here are the 8 that I have chosen, and I'm only doing these. So, Journey Through Another World, Raising Kids While Adventuring. That just looks goofy and problematic. Grandizer You, because it's mecha, and we don't get too much mecha these days, so I'm going to take all the mecha we can get. I Parry Everything. My Dear Friend Nokotan. The second half of Near Automata. And of course, I think this will be the show of the summer season, Plus Sized Elf.
Plus size.
Quality Assurance in Another World. And Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World? So that's it. That's all I'm doing as far as new stuff. Everything else is going to be catch up. It's going to be cleaning up my list. I've got a ton of shows that I'm like more than halfway through that I haven't finished. I just need to do it. So that's the goal, is to clean up that list.
Nice.
And of course, try to do another 200 episodes of One Piece through the summer and finish up Dragon Ball. I'm already caught up with oh shit, what show? Crap, mine. That one. Bookworm. I'm all caught up on Bookworm, so I'm ready for the next season. Yeah. Fun times. So I do need to go, gentlemen. I appreciate it. You enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah. Go enjoy some
I
anime.
appreciate you being here, Brandon, and I'll play you off.
That was
お手上げなのかしら。
世界の童貞よ、俺に童貞を分けてくれ。元気だな。俺は俺の童貞道を貫き続ける。無期と人権が最終奥義。食らえ童貞玉。
That's good. Take care, everybody.
Take
Thank
care,
you,
man.
Thank you for coming.
What anime was that from? I'm asking for a friend.
My God. Can I remember the name of this anime? I have a video that I have since hidden. Oh my God. Can I not remember it? I'm not going to remember the name of this.
I remember seeing that scene, but I can't remember the anime either.
The anime is wild, dude. It is all about a angel or something that I think that comes to Earth to teach a guy to have sex.
Yeah.
And the woman, I forget what her thing is and why he does that. Not paused, not dropped. Where is it? Oh, downtime. There it is. But yeah, it's a wild show.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I do remember that clip.
Oh, that clip is like I said, it's just hilarious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't remember which list I put it under. That is my fault for forgetting things.
Nah, that's fine.
Maybe I put it under paused. I'll look for it again and I will let your friend know what anime that is. But
Alright.
yeah. Which you still good, man? Or because I know
Yeah,
it's
I'm-
late for you.
No, I'm still good.
Yeah, I think there's only a few more that I kind of wanted to talk about and highlight.
Mhm.
And yeah. Like, did you watch Windbreakers at all?
I've seen it. I wanted to, but I just haven't had the time. I'll be perfectly honest. I have been so busy watching European football.
Oh, okay. Well, soccer is not the right word.
Yeah. No, but I've been watching that because I have two groups that I'm betting with.
Yeah.
Nothing major, just fun. But I do want to end in the top 3 if I can. So
Nice.
yeah, so my days have basically been get up, get everything done by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then watch football, soccer all day long.
Nice. But in all honesty,
Hmm?
this is my anime pick for the freaking season.
Okay.
Like, I have a weakness for school badasses,
Mm-hmm.
like kids that are just like, that are follow that Yusuke Urameshi archetype.
Yeah.
Um, I love the characters that have that chip on their shoulder, but they they're but everyone around them tries to get them to do better and doesn't give up on them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. I like it. It's like people see something in these characters that they themselves don't even recognize.
Yeah.
And it's always a fun story, I feel, to watch. And that's kind of this anime because the main character, Sakura, which is weird, not for a boy's name, because
Mhm.
Sakura tends to be attached to females.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he joins this school that is like a known delinquent school. Like it's kind of like what is it, Buchigiri from last season, where the school
Okay.
spray painted up, it's kind of destroyed. You really don't see any teachers, and the students just really run the school. Which the school that he ends up going to, the town likes the delinquents that go to this school because they actually protect the town, which they don't linger on too much, like, well, where's the police and stuff like that. They're just like, oh no, the head guy at this school decided that he wanted the town to be protected because he likes the town or something like that. And so he created a gang, or the students at the school
Mhm.
created rules and stuff for them to if they wanted to be there and to help protect the town. And the students really just all respect the head guy, and Sakura's coming to the school to try to take his spot, so to say.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
but he doesn't really understand because he's a very shy person. Like he doesn't understand kind human interaction, which is what he gets from from the minute he goes or they start showing him. The people of the town recognize the uniform and they're just nice to the students of that go to the high school. And he doesn't understand that or get that, which you see all throughout the anime that he isn't this kind of hardened character that he puts on.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
but yeah, it's been a nice show to watch, and the animation on top of it when they actually get to the fighting. That's my only complaint is there's not enough fighting in this anime. Like there was a build up to a fight with a rival gang that didn't happen until about episode 7.
Okay.
And that's halfway through the show. And it's done by episode 10. So these last 3 episodes are building up for something else, which I got to watch episode 12 and 13 when it comes out next week.
Mm. Now, I've definitely wanted to check it out. I just haven't yet.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it looks cool.
If good character dynamics are dynamic characters, you like dynamic characters and kind of a more grounded story is something that you would be interested in, I couldn't suggest this any more than I already have. Like, if it continues with a second season, which I would hope it does, because I want to see where it continues to go. This might actually break into one of my top 10 animes of all time.
Okay.
And I've not changed that list for 10 years.
All right. Cool. Now, despite my profile picture and despite all the videos that I do and all the talking about fan service I do, I actually do like good stories and good character dynamics as well.
Oh yeah.
But
I think we all do.
Yeah. But I have to I think for me this season's anime is Delicious in Dungeon.
Delicious. I'm actually getting caught up on that today.
I mean, and I'll say this, it at the half mark, it turns into a completely different show. Like the first half of the show, it's funny as hell. Like they're making jokes and it's funny. I mean, they're still making jokes in the second half of the season, but it takes a much more serious tone, and there are repercussions to the things that they've done. But still awesome. I'm so glad that that's one that I picked up.
Oh yeah, like the animation for it has been good. I've loved my expectations for Delicious in Dungeon when it first started airing were pretty low. I was like, this is going to be just another Food Wars knockoff, but in a medieval setting. No, yes, the cooking is a focus, but so is the characters, the story, and even the fight. Like the fights with the animals really blew me away because I was not expecting them to put that much effort into them.
Yeah, I absolutely loved the dragon fight and the water spirit.
Oh, that one was insane.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Are you finished with it, or how far along are you?
It's finished. It came out same day. Dub and sub.
Well, I was gonna say that again, I gotta put this up. Stupid spoiler thing. Fallon, when they meet up with Fallon after she gets taken by the Mad Mage.
Mm-hmm.
I love that design. I guess
Yeah.
she's what, a chimera.
Yeah.
The dragon, chicken, harpy combination
Yep.
looks
Yep.
so good.
Yep. Definitely does. And if you haven't already, go to Ronan's Discord. Join the Discord.
No,
There are pictures of a chicken there that you will probably like.
yeah, that's she. That is actually what she was cosplaying,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize that until, like, even though where I got the picture from, she said the name. I didn't realize that was the Fallon from Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'll put the Discord link in chat.
Yeah. But I have a question for you. Because
See.
I'm just we've both watched My Hero Academia.
Right.
And season 7 is still coming out. What have you thought of it so far? Are you waiting until it's out to binge it?
So I have started watching it. I'm not fully caught up on it yet, but I think I'm pretty far into it because it's just one of those ones that, yeah, I've watched I feel the sub is more palatable than the dub because Deku's voice in the dub is insanely annoying.
Whiny. Yes.
Yeah. But I have watched it mainly in dub this season just because the way that I've been watching it, it's an app on my phone, and it is quite difficult for me to continue reading and work at the same time.
Oh yeah.
It's
I get that.
it's been okay. Now they did something that I don't like, and that's what I like to call the Superman effect. Because when you if you notice a lot in Justice League stories are really any story that has a character that has been made out to be more powerful than a god or to be the most powerful character in the universe, like Superman. They tend to have to find a way to take him out of the fight in order to make the fight last longer, because it just messes with continuity when they are there from the beginning and they kind of take the spotlight from the other characters.
Yeah.
Now, that's not really Deku, because even with the strength that he has, they've never made him out to be more powerful than anyone else. Like in terms of raw strength, All Might was that character.
Yeah.
And really they've never built Deku up to be that character.
I mean, even with all the quirks that he has, he's honestly still on the same level as I can't think of his name. Blonde-haired. Hotshot.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember who you're talking about either. But I know
I'm bad with
got
names.
the face in my head.
I mean, he's right next to him there in that picture, but I can't.
Oh, Bakugo.
Yes, Bakugo. I'm just bad with names, but like he's even with all the quirks, he's basically still in that same level.
Yeah, and
Like,
I mean it's because he's a kid. He wasn't born with a quirk, and they just made it seem like there's this quirk that has mutated in the time that it's existed and became entangled with One for All
Yeah.
that he can't use and is only to be used for one thing.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's I like that we're not spending the entire season building up to this fight between the League of Villains or whatever the hell they're called now,
Mhm.
and that we are just getting to it. And I like the prep time that has been set up for this fight.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Season 6 absolutely hit. It was awesome. I absolutely loved season 6. I have just for season 7 for some reason it's not as hard hitting for me.
Yeah.
I mean, and of course, if you go all out and you have a really hard hitting, really emotional end of the season 6, which we did get, it's going to be hard to, so I understand that it can't be quite that hard hitting because, they'd have to just go over the top every episode, and that wouldn't be good either. But it's just, I don't know. I'm not enjoying it that much yet. I might still get into it, but right now I'm not necessarily looking forward to it every week.
Yeah, I'm right there with you in that sentiment. Like, I mean, it's still MHA. If you've been enjoying it, I mean, there 7's just more of it, which to me is not a glowing recommendation to continue the show. It's more like, hey, you're already into it. Why pull out now?
Yeah, basically.
So, but
And this is probably going to be the last season, right?
I
Or
can
at
hope.
least at least I hope it ends this storyline at least,
Yeah. But before we get to the next show that I want to talk about, we're going to take a break. I've got to take care of something real quick.
Okay. Nice. That's a great anime. I really enjoyed watching that one. I wish we would have gotten more and didn't get an adaptation. And my guess is Ronan is not back yet. So yeah, Monster. Anyone in the chat watched this? This is one of those shows, and I'll probably repeat it. I started watching, I dropped it, and because of the recommendation in the 101 chat, I picked it back up. And I want my time back.
All right.
Hey.
Sorry about that. I had to go all man and break open a pickle jar.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
And you didn't get
Only
it open.
had
You had to use a rubber band, huh?
Well, see, we have an actual thing called a pickle jar opener. It's like a rubber piece you put on the top of it, and it's got a handle so you can get some leverage to it.
Yeah. I get it. I
But
get it.
but yeah. So you were still watching Remonster, right?
Yeah, I finished it. I
did
started
too.
watching it. I gave it the 3 episodes and I was like, I'm done. I can't. I just no. But in the 101 chat, they were all saying how great it is and that you should continue it and it'll have a story to it. And so I picked it back up.
Yeah. This was the story right here. Where was it?
Even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you jerked off to women. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, I mean, the premise of it, I think, is pretty cool.
Oh,
I
100%.
I like the idea of what it could have been. The character designs. Yes, absolutely loved it. But it is one of those shows where you say, okay, fan service in this is just not enough.
Yeah, like I'm with you. I liked the concept. I wish that it was doing more.
Yeah.
The problem is that it's okay. We spend the first couple episodes of him leveling up, gaining powers, aging, and not really doing much else. And then we get into fighting and then more powering up and then more fighting
And then
more
babies.
leveling. Huh?
And then more babies.
Oh yeah. The babies thing was the most interesting thing that happened, but it was closer to the end. But I'm still looking at it, and very little of this anime has any story in the first 12 episodes.
Yeah. Now, and honestly, if you want to watch an anime where they build up like their own demi-human village and stuff,
yeah,
there are 2 that I can highly recommend: Slime and the what is it called? Moonlight something.
Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was still going on. I
absolutely
gotta get caught up on that.
I absolutely love that. I'm catching up on Slime again because I think I missed a season in between there. And I'm enjoying it.
I think after season 2, I fell off of this or off of Slime because it just didn't. Something got weird about it.
But Moonlit Fantasy, like it started this season 2 started off a little weak, I'll be honest, but it's right, it's got me where it is right now. I'm absolutely loving it.
I probably need to get caught up on it. Did you ever watch Overlord?
I've started it. I've never really gotten far. I don't think I've even finished season 1. I do want to continue it. And if just because of the demon maid. But no, I've liked it, what I've seen so far. I just, there was so many other things that got in between. I'm like, I'm gonna put it on the back burner for now.
Yeah, I would probably say out of all the kind of monster world building animes that are like Slime and like this, it probably has the better story out of them all and a lot of really enjoyable characters on top of it. Plus, I can't ever predict what's about to happen in that show, and that's rare for me. I feel.
No, Overlord. So, because there are quite a few animes that I like with a skeleton, and I kind of get them confused. This is the one where he goes into a game like the last login, and after the game closes down, he can't log off and is transported to like it's an isekai, right?
Yes.
That's how it
Yes,
starts.
it
Okay.
is. It is an isekai. It kind of starts out a little bit like Dot Hack.
Mm-hmm.
And he's there at the end of the server shut down for his game, and he's like, oh, I'll just be logged out and I'm going to be the last one here and stuff like that. And it just turns out that he's not able to log out. And even what season are we in? I think it's 5 seasons deep right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Okay.
4. And we have never, like, normally this annoys the hell out of me. He doesn't explore it. He's not worried about being trapped in the world. He's not worried about playing his character or being trapped as his character. He's just like, oh, well,
I guess this is just my life.
yeah. I mean, in a sense, I mean, that kind of it, I feel, would be every MMO player's fantasy anyways, would be to stay their character and continuously play the game forever as their character that they
Yeah.
have built up and kind of made their second life for. So,
But
and
this is why I actually liked Sword Art Online Season 1, because they are like, what happens to our real bodies while we're trapped in the game?
yes,
And I don't really, and they don't explore that often in other isekai where you are trapped in a game.
It is amazing that the further we go with anime, the more in-depth storytelling that we get and the things that people are thinking about to create a manga or an anime around. And it's like, okay, well, let's dive more into this kind of niche problem, like what happens to our bodies when while we're logged in, because we're not getting any nutrients. And it's great to see. Like, I love seeing this thought being put into the shows. And I think that's where, when it comes to Remonster, that I do get a little bit of an issue with, because this is like the old style of storytelling for anime. It's just very simple. Power up, do fights, meet people, and it.
But I mean,
for some
come on,
people,
even Dragon Ball Z has more of a story.
And that's sad.
Yes. I mean, I absolutely love Dragon Ball Z, but when it comes to storytelling, there is not a story. There is enemy shows up, you get beat down, you have to train, and then you win. Like,
yeah,
that's Dragon Ball Z, but just.
And I mean, how many times Goku fought a character that did zero training but is stronger than him?
Yeah, they even make light of that in Dragon Ball Super. That Freezer has never trained a day in his life. And what could he become if he would just train? And it's like he's immediately on par with Goku God mode.
Oh yeah.
So
and
it's like
talking about Dragon Ball.
A Namek? Bad luck.
Your father's waiting. Go on.
Big Green, I'm glad you made it.
If anyone harms him, it concerns me.
I love the Big Green dub so much. But yeah, it's a style of storytelling for a different era and a different time.
Yeah.
You know, and granted, I take more of an issue with it when it comes to newer anime than older anime
hmm
because I mean, it has to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So,
Eh, and I thought from episode 1, I thought that this would have a twist to it because it seemed like in his former life he wasn't necessarily a good guy. He's kind of a bad guy.
no, I mean, what stupid spoilers things. Um,
Yeah.
that at one point he actually mentions that, yeah, people thought I was weird for eating people in my old life, but I'm
Yeah.
going to do it as much as I want in my new life.
Yeah. But I thought, okay, we're gonna get some villain stuff here, right?
Right?
And then it's just not at all. Like, yeah, was he a dick to the elves who first came by? Sure. But that was about the extent of evilness.
Yeah, it's not evil in that this guy's a villain. It's just evil in that it's not the typical style of a main character trait that we see because most main characters in anime are all willing to help out any new face that they see. They try to make the character very altruistic, if
Mhm.
I pronounce that right. Um, and that's not the main character of Remonster, which is fairly fresh, but we have seen it before. It's like, I'm not doing anything for you if you're not going to do anything for me.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's I still feel it's a serviceable show if you just kind of this is just a simple turn your brain off, watch it for what it is, and move on to the next episode. You're not the only deepness that you're going to find in this is the deepness that you dig for.
Yeah. You have to create the deepness yourself.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I would say if you want to watch it for the fan service, sure.
Yeah.
That's about.
I mean, I think the getting with the dryad thing is pretty funny, and then just having
Yes.
a random harem of women is it's hilarious to see.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
nothing new necessarily.
no.
Yeah, I've decided to go and this during this season watch an old isekai, like not old. It's not that old. I started with ReZero. Have you
Oh,
seen
okay.
that?
ReZero, I've probably at least checked it out. Let me see if I can remember it.
It wasn't this season.
Is that the one where the guy keeps
Keeps dying.
dying?
Yep, and
And
starts from yeah.
Subaru, I think, was the name
Yeah.
of the guy. Yeah, I think I've seen a little bit of it.
That is, I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's brutal, and it actually it does something that a lot of isekai don't. Now, sure, the most isekai, they don't have the power to restart if they die, but they're usually like already at a point where they don't really have to worry about dying because they're already overpowered, because they have their cheat skill because being isekai, right?
Yeah.
This guy, I feel so much for him because basically like some of the things that he goes through and the choices he makes, like I could totally see myself making those choices. And I'm like, every time he dies, I'm like, shit, you know? And you see what that does to him being killed over and over and over again, and not being able to change things where he can save the people he loves. It gets dark. But something I find interesting, like a lot of people, they're not going to be, watching the Warner Brothers Suicide Squad isekai.
Oh, dude, have you not seen the opening for that?
I have. I'm looking forward to it. But a lot of people aren't. But the guy who wrote ReZero, the dark theme in ReZero, is the same guy who wrote the Suicide Squad isekai. So
Okay.
I'm kind of like, I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely watching the Suicide Squad isekai because I mean, I'm excited for it. And I'm curious to see how much input I can find from Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping there's little to none in there, but I also know how that goes as well.
I mean,
Um,
look at most of the anime adaptations from DC or Marvel. People have loved the X-Men anime, that adaptation. I haven't seen it yet. I've watched episode 1. I just haven't gotten around to it, but a lot of people like that. What about the Batman Ronin anime
Batman Ninja?
or Batman Ninja? Yeah. People seem to have loved that. Like, I'm like, so now if Warner Brothers is smart, Warner Brothers is just going to say to the studio, hey, just, the characters, keep them close to what the characters would do, tell your story. If they're smart.
It really seems to be that because Warner Brothers is attached to it, because it is like Suicide Squad is a Western property, that I get everybody's kind of skepticism towards it, but I really, really think because I'm a fanboy of Wit Studio who's doing the animation for it. I think they're going
like
to
the
do.
animation. I like the animation. I think it looks good. Harley Quinn, yeah. I mean, I'm usually like I like the more original Harley Quinn.
Definitely, that's
But-
what I was about to say. Is I don't
But
like
I
the
don't
cotton
hate it.
candy Harley Quinn that's been the new Harley Quinn since the was it James Gunn Suicide Squad movie?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
Margot Robbie did a
I don't
fine
hate it.
job.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I understand that they wouldn't give her her original clothes, her original costume. It's like, no, you wear what we tell you to wear, basically. But even at that, like, they probably wouldn't have chosen that. I don't hate the character. Let's say that, but
Yeah,
we'll see. I think it looks all right. Knowing that the guy who wrote ReZero was writing on this, if it's even half as dark as ReZero, it's gonna be it's gonna hit.
yeah.
I just
like
don't understand the people who just outright like, nope, we're not gonna watch it. Like, at least give it the 3 episodes, right?
Yeah, it's just people being obstinate about things. And I mean, I'll tell you personally, I'm not I'm not there anymore. I'm not at a place where I watch entertainment and it's just like, oh no, it's by them. I'm not even going to give it a chance. That's just not where I am for watching things. Like uh, I'll at least give things a chance, especially if I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it just-
if they do make something good, great.
yeah. I
Like,
mean,
if Disney came out and made an absolute awesome Star Wars movie or an awesome Star Wars show, I would be happy about that. I don't want things to be shit.
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know what more to say about that kind of stuff. I mean, I stay definitely more kind of in the realm of anime, but every now and again, yeah, I'll go check something out.
Yeah.
But I think this is going to be the last one because I mean, we've talked about a shit ton of anime.
We did. Although if Anna's still in the chat, there is one anime that I would like to bring up.
Yeah.
For summer season that I think she might actually enjoy.
Yeah, we'll bring that up. Did
you know
did
which
you-
one, right?
Is it the continuation of Bochi the Rock?
Oh, I guess she would probably like that. No, I was I'm trying to think of the exact name. I'm going to paraphrase the name. Every time I get embarrassed, I speak Russian.
Is that the name of
Let me
it?
see. Hold on.
Because it's pretty light summer season.
Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I got it pulled up here.
I'm gonna check that. That's one that I'm gonna check out. It looks funny.
Check it out. But have you been watching Viral Hit?
I have not.
Oh man,
I don't know it. I haven't. I've seen it on Anime, you know, but I haven't actually checked it out.
this to me has been another fun anime of the season, and I think it hits a lot of the notes for people, especially like this is what I would definitely call like a modern story because it deals with YouTube, it deals with bullying, it deals with what do you do when you're being bullied and you're poor and stuff like that. In it to me, it hits a lot of fun. Well, I say fun, but a lot of notes for a wide audience. Because I mean, who hasn't been that person at school that gets picked on, you know?
Yeah.
And it goes hard too. Like the first episode, some kid asked the main character because apparently because it's a webtoon, it takes place in Korea. You have to have an adult's bank book or bank card or something to make any money online. Like kids can't just start up YouTube channels. And the main character's mom is in the hospital dying of cancer.
Oh, okay.
And someone asked him, he's like, "Hey, is your mom dead yet? Can I use her bank book?" Like, I was like, "What the? Who asked that to anyone? Like, what kind of morality do you have to just blatantly ask someone that?" And yeah, this kid accidentally goes viral while this other guy's at his house streaming Call of Duty, basically.
Okay.
And he gets pissed at him, and they start fighting, and they're both wimps. Like no muscle mass, whatever. They're throwing stuff at each other like noodles, and it's almost like a teenage boy pillow fight.
Okay.
And they accidentally streamed this whole fight, and the kid doesn't realize it because he thinks the computer's been shut off when it was just his monitor.
Okay.
And he goes viral, and then what is it? The guy that was at his house that was one of his bullies, he ends up teaming up with because another one of his bullies fired him for that fight. He's like, I'm not going to hang around you because you're bad for my reputation. You look like a wimp. You got beat up by the wimpiest kid in school.
Okay.
And so the main character ends up, it almost ends up turning out like the dojo challenges that used to happen, where a challenger would come into like a karate or a samurai dojo and try to fight for the signs.
Okay.
But in this, it's like, okay, you've got a bunch of viewers. I'm going to fight you, and you give me your YouTube channel if you lose.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
At least that's how I'm taking it. I mean, I might be digging a little bit too much. It might just be a hitch or a thing to try to give them a reason why to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy ends up finding a YouTube channel that has like thousands of videos on how to fight, but has 0 views.
Okay.
And it's a Chicken Mask dude here that's
okay.
the host of that channel. And he just so happens to have a video for every situation that this guy ends up in.
Okay. Hold
And
on.
so-
I'm getting a call.
Okay.
You can keep talking, but yeah. I'll be right back.
Go right ahead. Let's see. We will do a clip real quick while he is gone.
This ain't no Mickey Mouse. This ain't no Looney Tune. This is anime. And it's taking America by storm. Now you can catch the anime fever or turbocharge your current anime video collection with the best of Japanese anime 2. But be warned, the best of Japanese anime 2 ain't no kid stuff. It's animation grown up and gone wild. Call this toll-free number now and get Wrath of the Ninja delivered to your door for just $4.95 with subscription. Call now and you'll get a bonus anime video, Project Echo versus Battle 1, absolutely free. That's right, you'll get 2 fire-powered anime videos for just $4.95. This is a limited time offer of apocalyptic proportions, so call now.
Order your first Best of Japanese Animation 2 video for just $4.95 plus $3.99 shipping and receive your free anime video. Call now 1-800-305-3767.
Anime. All right. But yeah, so the main guy learns how to like fight. Not really fight, but he learns like one move that can take out like basic attackers. And I just love it because the chicken guy that he's watching these videos on, like he goes in detail on how you can beat these people, but realize that this is not, I'm teaching you how to defend yourself and I'm teaching you how to fight. This is not a ring. This is not a match. Like it's basically teaching him how to street brawl, basically. So yeah, I've very much enjoyed watching this. It's been a fun show to just watch. And I mean, it doesn't have any deep themes or meaning or anything about that. It's just, hey, kid wants to make money, kid's poor, he learns how to defend himself in each and every one of these fights. But that's kind of all I've got to say about that one. And that's
So
the
yeah,
last
I'm
one.
back.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, no. I pulled it up to check it out, and it recommended me one of my favorite martial arts animes, Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that Viral Hit is the Korean equivalent to Kenichi.
I'm just upset that they never continued it.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but at the same time, I kind of like where they ended it, because if you don't read the manga, that is a very good place to end it, because it's kind of got a open ending to where if they ever chose to come back to it, we could go back to it and do more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy with Kenichi. I'm happy with Viral Hit, although I would say the story in Kenichi is written a lot better. Viral Hit so far is just kind of, yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens and the drama that happens between each and every fight.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I mean, if you got the time, I suggest it. I highly do.
Yeah.
But you wanted to mention this one that will be probably coming up, well, in the next 10 days.
Yeah. It looks like it could be fun. Um honestly, I can't read it from here. I should get my glasses.
I'll read it.
All right.
Alia is a transfer student enjoying popularity at her new high school, often sporting a cold shoulder while earning high marks in classes. She ignores her nerdy classmate, Kuze Masachika.
Yeah.
Yes. Except for when she blurts out a flirtatious line to him in Russian. Little does she know Kuze understands Russian, though he pretends not to. Let's see where this wacky love story takes them. Huh.
I think it sounds fun. Like
this does sound like there could be some pretty good moments, like I'm getting the popular girl likes the nerdy guy and does something, because I mean, Russian's not one of those love languages. So it's going to sound harsh no matter how she says it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love the twist of that. Oh, he knows what she's saying and he's not telling her. So I think the niche comes to, like, when does he tell her, or how does he use this to his advantage?
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm sure the other girls around her are just going to be laughing, thinking that she's insulting him in another language, thinking that, oh, he's so stupid and she's so high class.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But it's like, it's just one of those things where it doesn't seem like it would be really in my, like, the genre that I really want to watch or care about that much. But just the plot, it hooks me. So I'm checking it out.
Yeah.
It's got something.
It's romance and slice of life is just, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds fun.
私は
Is the title even in Russian?
Looks like it could be. I don't. I have no
Or
idea.
okay, maybe that's not Russian because here's the subs say cutie, and in Russian, I guess that's how you spell cutie. Maybe that's something that she was saying to him.
私はあなたに興味がありません。救いようがないバカだったみたいね。上があるなら目指す。そこに理由なんている？
いや、オタク友達と電話で2時間ほど。
Ну, обратите внимание на меня, а ты хочешь?
You know, I've got to see if the voice actress, the Japanese voice actress, is the same one that did the Russian character in Akiba Maid Wars.
That I don't know, but what I do know is that the voice actress, at least the Japanese voice actress, does also speak fluent Russian.
It might be her then, because that was the reason that she got the role in Maid Wars, was because she could actually speak Russian and Japanese at the same time.
Yeah, could be.
気づいてない。こんなにアピールしてるのに。Ничего ты не понимаешь.
全部わかってんだよ。
The obligatory, oops, I looked up your skirt. Okay, I'm going to kick you in the face now.
二人は仲がいいのかしら。はい、私たち幼馴染なんです。私はマリアのマイラブなク女。よろしくね。まあ、シャって呼んでくれていいのよ。Ой, покраснел, крепко как ребенок. Для меня тоже.
悪い、戦略だ。行こうぜ、ありゃ。
時々ボソッとロシア語で出れる隣のアーリャさん。2024年7月放送開始。
Definitely looks fun. Let's see. Sumari Asaka. See, what has she done? 2024. No, this would be 2023. Akiba Maid Wars. Where is that?
She's done a lot, huh?
She has. I think it actually might be her because I think the girl that I'm thinking of also did this character from Gods in a Godless World.
Hmm.
Oh, looks like she played Lum too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the main voice for Lum in the current Urusei Yatsura.
Nice. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. I haven't seen Brandon talk about it or anything, or anyone else really that I follow.
Yeah,
I have to bring it
I
up.
haven't gone through the summer anime yet to try to figure out what I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
But I think Brandon's right that summer's pretty light this year.
I mean, that's good.
Definitely. Although summer is typically the time of year that a lot of anime starts coming out. Summer into fall.
Yeah.
I know there's been a few. Like, I don't know if I'm going to pick up Oshinoko season 2. I got very disappointed with season 1.
I'll be honest, I didn't get into season 1. I tried it. But yeah.
I mean, I thought it had a good opening, but it fell off pretty hard for me because it wasn't doing like what I liked from the first hour long first episode.
Mhm.
It stopped being really about anything to me. Like
okay.
it didn't balance the idol track that his sister was on and the mystery detective stuff well enough for me to care.
But an awesome song nonetheless.
Oh god, yeah. Love the music.
Yes.
I'm definitely interested in Tower of God season 2.
Okay.
Because one, it's been for freaking ever since season 1. And plus, fuck Rachel.
Okay. I haven't seen season 1, so I yeah.
Watch season 1 and you'll understand why I say that. That person is got to be one of the most hated characters in anime.
Okay.
And then there's Suicide Squad, Isekai, definitely interested in that. I know I'm not interested in more Fairy Tale.
I liked Fairy Tale, but at some point I just kind of dropped off, and just haven't gone back. And at this point, it's been so long since since I did watch it. I kind of feel like if I do want to go and see it, I have to start from the beginning again.
The world and the characters are fun and good. I just don't like that the mangaka or the creator of it, he doesn't like death, which is his prerogative. The problem that I have with that is he will make it seem like characters have died, like, noble sacrifice and stuff like that.
And then they come back.
But then bring them back. And it's like, what was the point of that adventure at all? What was the point of the sacrifice? If you take stakes out of your story, then just don't put them there to begin with, because it's boring.
Yeah. And let's be honest, a lot of people just watch it because of Lucy.
No, I think decent fandom, but not to. And I mean, who doesn't like Gray, who strips every time he's on screen? Like, honestly,
yeah, no, it does have great characters in it. I will admit that, yeah. But
if they ever made a live action Fairy Tale, I want Taylor Lautner to play Gray.
Okay.
Because in the Twilight movies, there was a thing in his contract that had him that he could not wear a shirt while he was on screen.
Okay. So yeah, he gets the same contract. Sweeney
Pretty
Todd for
much.
Lucy.
Same contract for Lucy.
Sweeney, what's her name? Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney's. Oh, I could. Yeah. I mean, they're both way older than the characters, but I don't care. Yeah, Sweeney has that hourglass body figure. Like, she could play a lot of anime characters, I feel. Even definitely some of the One Piece characters.
Oh yeah.
She could play. Like, it just worked.
It's not like Todd Howard, it just works.
I feel I'm bullied by the anime community to watch my dear friend Nakotan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gotta watch the deer anime.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
probably
crazy.
Probably. I mean, the deer anime. I could imagine that the fan dubs of that, the abridged dubs of it, is going to be off the charts.
Oh God, yeah. I can imagine it being like bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just not seeing a lot that I would kind of dive into. Like, this just seems to be a very romantic slice of life summer season.
Oh yeah, definitely. There are a few that I'm gonna be like, all right, I'll give you the 3 episodes, but I'm not really invested.
Yeah,
I will see.
it's a little sad that we're getting that, but I mean, I think Plus Size Elf is probably going to be the better anime of the season, but it's not got a lot of competition, in my opinion.
Nope. The step sister thing, I'm gonna give that 3 episodes, but it sounds like really freaking depressing.
Comedy psychological? Possibly.
But I mean, I'm just based on the posters, I guess No Longer Allowed in Another World looks like it could be fun, or it could just be another generic fantasy isekai. And
right.
I mean,
think I'm probably going to pick up the Monogatari series just to watch it for the animation, because Monogatari always has amazing animation.
okay. I mean, the 2.5 dimensional seduction, like, I don't know. I'll give it 3 episodes. It has the magic word in it.
Etchy.
Yes.
That's normally one of my red flag words.
Again, 99% of the time I choose my anime for that.
Booba.
Now, if characters are visually appeasing, not necessarily sexual, just appeasing, I'll check it out.
I'm definitely interested in Grandizer U. It just looks fun. Super robot show.
Yeah. The whole mecha super robot, it's not really my genre of things I like.
Yeah, kind of same for me. No Tim. No
Hey, Tim.
DBZ.
Yes. DBZ. It's GOAT.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a story. It doesn't need one.
I got something for this.
But how? I thought you had to have a pure heart to become a Super Saiyan, like my dad.
Oh, trust me, there's more than one way to realize the legend.
I wanna be a Super Saiyan! I wanna!
Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice. And besides, my heart is pure. Pure, unadulterated, badass.
I mean, yes. Although Vegeta, he does always get beat up. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, good character. Good character though.
Yep.
Although Kaniku Man, I'm kind of excited for, because I remember watching the English version many moons ago when it was called Ultimate Muscle here in the States.
All right.
It's just a silly series of wrestling and fart jokes.
Okay.
And yeah,
I see a redhead. What's that?
Redhead. This one?
Underneath. Yes. What's that?
Or
no,
that's not O.
It looks like
Zero,
it could definitely get me in trouble. So no.
It's got Monogatari at the end of it, but Source, Bookwalker.
The character looks too young, so no.
5-minute episodes.
Okay.
Yeah. That instantly is.
Although I have watched anime that are very short like that. Bikini Warriors. I've done that.
Have you now?
私は君のためなら死ねる。
Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, this just it doesn't look like a really good season.
And with the Terminator thing, I'm torn. Like, I want it to be good. I've heard that there aren't going to be any guns in it. It's like, what?
I don't know. I'm curious to see how it gets handled.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're right. If
I mean,
there
I'm
are
going to
no
give
guns,
it a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, give it a chance. If it's good, good. If it's crap, then I guess, yeah. Huh. Netflix, 50-50, you know. You might get something good, you might get something crap.
Oh yeah. But yeah. I didn't even really give anything.
No, not at all.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm excited for it because the only Terminator movie I like is T2.
Mhm.
All the rest are just meh.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how good is T2 that you can basically understand everything that goes on in that movie without ever watching the first movie?
Yeah. No, it's definitely. Mm.
But oh man, Cliff, dude, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. And I gotta thank Brandon too. But I do think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's good.
Yeah. Went a lot better than I thought it was going to. I thought after 2 months away I'd be way more rusty than I am.
It's like riding a bike.
Oh yeah. A few
Just
hiccups
don't
here and there.
just don't ride it like Biden does.
Without the seat?
Well, I was going to say just falling over, but yeah, don't ride a bike without a seat either. No.
Without the seat and a rubber apparatus attached.
That sounds like a movie that I watched when I was a teen. A
Oh,
Swedish
dude,
movie.
there is a movie. Okay, do not look this up. I think it was called My Swedish School Trip.
Yes, I think that's the one.
I seen that on Facebook and I was like, I fell down a rabbit hole because of the clip.
Mhm.
Yeah, research purposes, right? That is just that's my life these days. Is I'll see a clip and no one will give context to where it's from, and now I have to find it, right? That's just the prerogative of finding clips on the internet.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, I watched that when I was a teen. So yeah,
On the late night Russian stations.
No, a friend had it on VCR tape.
Nice.
Uh,
VCR.
Yeah.
And just because I want to play this clip before we leave, because I like this clip and I hope that it never gets scrubbed from the internet ever.
Egghead murderer! Hold your fire! This man isn't black! What?
Yes.
They changed that when they put out the DVDs.
They did?
I'm pretty sure, yes, because it got clipped so hard.
Do you have it saved?
Oh God, yes, I have that saved.
Good.
I save all my clips. I have clips that I haven't even uploaded to here. But this is why this is one reason why StreamYard's better for me, because I have access to clips. It's a lot harder to use clips on Restream without paying for Restream. And
Oh,
even
yeah.
then they make it very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Tim. I'm excited for Sparking Zero. I might actually pay full price for that, and I've not paid full price for a game in probably 5 years.
I have no idea what it is.
Oh, dude.
Oh, a new Dragon Ball, huh?
Yeah, new Dragon Ball game.
Okay. Wow. They have I'm looking it up. They have a huge character pool.
It's the continuation of the Tenkaichi series.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope they have a new job by then.
They're always kind of adding stuff to it. Like I've been excited for it. When they said okay, so normally I get just about any anime game at some point. I normally wait for them to lower the price. I mean, hell, I didn't even pay full price for DBZ Kakarot.
Yeah.
I think I paid $15 for that and 2 or 3 of the DLCs all at once because they finally had a decent bundle for it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm sorry, how many times can I replay the DBZ story and it feel fresh?
Very true.
But Sparking Zero, I am insanely excited for because this is just the Tenkaichi series was probably the series or the games that I spent the most time playing on my PS2.
Oh yeah. No, I've definitely played other games more, but this was definitely one that I really loved and actually finished it like in a decent amount of time. Like it didn't drag on because I was so hooked to it.
Yeah. 2, Budokai 2. I loved, like, I think 2 is probably the one that people hate the most because of the kind of game board way you go across the map. I loved it. I played it and played it and played it, beat it.
I think mostly I was playing 3. I don't even remember that having a map. I remember that was more like just the story, basically. Like, you know, they just had the levels, like you could choose. It didn't have a map that you flew around to.
Yeah,
yeah.
I love this look. I love the new characters. And one of the coolest things about the Budokai series was how they played with the lore and gave you kind of these fusions for everybody.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was like the Budokai series became kind of more of a what if Dragon Ball story stuff. And people loved it. Like, people love this series.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. The most fun I think I had with it was probably the tournament. Like the tournament mode. Like playing against others. I think that was probably what I liked the most. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it to come out. If I've got the money for when it comes out, it will be a day one purchase. But I'm also not paying $70 for it if it's going to be $70. If it's 60 or under, sure, let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. And Tim's saying he's going to pre-order it. That's something that I'm not doing any more pre-ordering. I understand, but and I don't, you know, I don't think you can ever go wrong with a Dragon Ball game because they're fun.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, I stopped pre-ordering stuff.
Yeah, I mean it does not happen anymore that a game is going to be sold out at any store.
'Cause
You
it's
know,
all
I think that
digital.
was. Hmm?
It's all digital anyway.
Oh yeah,
So
you know, I think that was one of those, like, pre-ordering was just one of those things that happened with Call of Duty and the FOMO of needing to have Call of Duty night or day one, minute
yeah,
one, and
yeah,
being afraid that it was going to be sold out because those first couple of games, yeah, they sold out and people couldn't get them.
yeah. No, definitely. And you know, if you do pre-order, most of the time they will give you an offer, and it'll be cheaper than when you buy it day one. It's
Oh
just,
yeah,
if you
don't
buy a
even.
game and it turns out to be crap, like that's something like I wish I would be gaming more. I just don't. I'm more of a casual gamer at the moment. So I'll watch other people play the game. If it looks good, then I might get it.
Yeah, same. Like,
Although I'm lying. I did pre-order a game not long ago.
so,
Tekken 8.
oh, that doesn't sound that
I,
doesn't sound too bad.
but I was gifted the game basically. I got the money for the game from Kathleen actually.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, and if someone gives me money to buy a certain thing, like yeah, I'll go out and get it. Like I'm not gonna keep the money.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of games that I would say that I want to play day one to begin with. There's a few that look good. There's
Honestly,
what?
most games nowadays, they're not even finished when they come
No,
out. So
no.
no. I
What did we? The Kingdom Hearts series just finally got opened up to Steam about a week ago, 2 weeks ago now.
Okay.
And it's been on the Epic Store for about 2 years, I want to say. And I never
At least.
played it, or I never bothered to buy it on the Epic Store. I was like, I'll wait till it comes to Steam.
Oh,
And
I got it on Epic. It was like $10 for 1 and 2.
oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's like I was like, yep, I'm here. I'm here for it.
The first couple games are pretty good. I still don't know about 3.
I've never played it.
I somehow, like, when 3 came out, PlayStation had a stupidly good deal for what was it? 1.2 and 2, or 1.5 and 2.5, which had every one of the games. Then it also had 3 included in a bundle for $50. And 3 was a brand new game, I want to say. I want to say that it wasn't but a couple months old. And they
Okay.
did that deal. And I was like, you know what? I've got a little bit of extra money. $50 for the entire, at that time, Kingdom Hearts series on my PS4. Yeah, let's go. I can pay that.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, definitely. And I like Epic. They have some good games on there and cheap when they come around. The what's it called? GTA. Is it 4 or 5? No, 5 is the one coming out, right?
No. 5
Or 5 is the one
already
that's
out.
already okay. So it's 6 that's coming
Yeah.
out, right? So 5,
6
I got it for free.
Nice.
For freaking free. I got all the Arkham Knights. I haven't played them yet. waiting for that stronger PC to play them. But I got them for freaking cheap. I got one of my favorite PlayStation 2 games, or well, two of them, Dark Alliance and Dark Alliance 2, Baldur's Gate.
Nice.
I absolutely love those. Cheap. And I know, look, I know Epic is not a great company. And I know their ties with China and everything like that, but guess what? Every program that you download has that shit. They're all spying. Yeah, they're all spying. So it does, it comes with playing games digitally.
Yeah, I'm at a point that I'm like, my information is not valuable enough to care about.
Yeah.
So whatever.
I like on this computer, I have absolutely nothing that they can do anything with. So,
but all right, man. This is like the third time I've said it, but it's just fun talking to you.
Yeah, no, it is fun. It is.
Yeah.
Fun.
But I know it's late for you because it's got to be close to 2 o'clock where you're at.
1:30.
Oh God. Yeah. Let me let you go to bed. But first you got to do the plugs. Plug yourself.
Yeah. I'm not getting a cattail. My name's not Brandon.
Clipped.
No. What am I doing? What are we not tomorrow, Monday. Well, my tomorrow. Monday, 4 p.m. Central. Interculture with Ronan, Brandon, and Anna. And we're gonna, because Donald Sutherland recently passed away, I thought, hey, what better chance to talk about some of his great movies and a great actor, someone who I actually thought could, never die. He was always there, always making movies, and just, it's crazy. So, yeah, a bit of a celebration for him. We're going to talk about anything that we like from his movies. Like, one of my favorite movies is the Kelly's Heroes. Just a little teaser. Other than that, guess I'm gonna review episode 5 of The Acolyte, because
the torture.
Because I like pain.
Right.
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else right now. Yeah,
it's getting late for me, and I know it's late for you. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Definitely go subscribe to Clifton if you already haven't. And check out the shorts on the main channel. I'm going to try to get back into a more stable streaming schedule. Try to get more people on too, because I like talking to people. It's fun.
Nice. Yeah, it is.
But Clifton, again, I can't thank you enough for staying up late and shooting the shit. And Brandon too, of course.
Yeah.
But that is gonna do it for the stream. You guys have a good rest of your Saturday and have a good Sunday. We out.
Take care.
I was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning, a pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging, feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit, to the top of this shit, I get lost in the work, sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed, I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip, adrenaline, never miss. I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it. Cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent. Cause I'm so close I could taste it. Wanted away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will the place fair? I will not stop, I will prepare. Very good. Top that you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top that you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top that you must be rare. Got 'em like I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top that you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I die, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making the killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. Yeah, I rock from the basement. I'll take my life into my own hands, my own plan. Yeah, I got a backbone, designing my own program. I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. One shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will the place scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be rare. Got 'em like I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, yeah, you must be